Overcoming dark empath manipulation was created for kind hearted, intuitive people who found themselves caught in cycles of confusion, exhaustion, and emotional imbalance, especially in relationships that started off loving but left them feeling lost and actually quite alone. If you've ever had your empathy used against you, if you've ever questioned your worth, your instincts, or your sanity, you are not alone and you are not broken. You might see yourself in one of these stories. Maybe you're the compassionate caregiver, the one who gives everything, only to realize you've been left emotionally empty by those who never really gave back to you. Or the inspiring entrepreneur stepping into your power, but encountering mentors or clients who manipulate your trust and challenge your self worth. Maybe you're the recent divorcee, ready to open your heart again, but unsure how to protect it from people who seem kind and slowly reveal something else. You could also be the young professional doing everything right in your career, but quietly battling colleagues who use charm and subtle control to make you question your capabilities. Or maybe perhaps you're a dedicated volunteer, always in service to others, but carrying the weight of emotional manipulation that's left you feeling really tired, resentful, and unsure who to trust. If any of that resonates, know this: you are not too sensitive. You are not imagining it, and you are absolutely in the right place. In this course, we're learning how to not just identify dark empath patterns, but we're unwinding them from your body, your energy, and your beliefs. We'll explore how to protect your energy, rebuild your boundaries, and reconnect in with your own intuition so you can move through the world clear, empowered, and safe in yourself. This isn't just about breaking free at all. This is about remembering your power, coming back to you, and remembering that you are sovereign. Let's begin. As we go into this course, we are going to cover emotional manipulation, helping to you reclaim your energy, but also to help you heal deeply from toxic relationship patterns. Now, when we react to people in our lives and when we're constantly in a state of reaction, we are going to end up feeling really anxious. We're going to end up feeling quite traumatized, and our nervous systems can take a while to recover. And that is normal. That is okay. It doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with you, and it doesn't mean that your experiences are not worthy of being healed. Okay? You need to remember this course is a safe and powerful space to help you recognize all of that and to heal it so that you never have to deal with this again. We are going to give this course for anyone who's wanting to remove some of that confusion and self-doubt and come back into trust. This could be for the woman who's been in a relationship where love has slowly turned into that self-doubt from a place of trust beforehand. This is for empaths who keep absorbing other people's emotions and often attract people who take advantage of that sensitivity, which is so common. This could be for the strong, capable person or woman who somehow keeps being pulled into emotionally manipulative dynamics. So, this is really common. It happens all too often. And this is something that we can absolutely shift and heal. So, what are we going to learn? We are going to identify the behaviors of dark empaths and emotional manipulators, why you may have been more susceptible to their influence, and how to shift that pattern. We're also going to give you energetic tools to protect yourself and release emotional entanglements so you can actually start to completely separate from anything that's been holding you in those patterns. So, again, we've talked through a few different people who this is for, but there's just so many different kinds of people that can benefit from this. We have so many different healers that come in with these energetic kind of entanglements to toxic people. And the kind of people that this course is for mostly, and this could be you, is usually someone who identifies as an empathic healer or a healing seeker or a spiritual guru of some kind. And it's amazing how much people who have done this inner work so deeply and show up so effortlessly in their lives end up attracting these really intensely difficult relationships. It could be from anyone who's repeating the same relationship pattern, even when you know you deserve more, women or men. It's both ways. If you know that you deserve more and you're in relationships that are making you feel less than, or you're getting really worried about the dynamics and something feels really off, I just encourage you to trust that, because there will be a reason. And your intuition and your knowing is always more important than what people say to you. We are going to give you daily grounding and clearing practices to restore your personal power, but also give you information on how to rebuild your intuition and self trust after manipulation. Please remember, you are not broken. This is not a you are broken exercise. You're remembering your power. It's a completely different thing. Remember, this is more about information, and then it becomes a transformation. So this is not just about soaking in knowledge, this is about actually creating an internal shift for you. It's time to reclaim your energy, your boundaries, and your truth, and we will do that in this course. We'll do it together. So, who am I? Well, I created this course because I was once in the same patterns many of you are healing from, or still in, perhaps. This work comes from lived experience, from years of subtle manipulation, identity confusion, and the painful process of remembering who I am. And I had to do that in my late 20s and early 30s. And I'm just so grateful that I had that experience. And I find that I'm using that a lot in my practices at the moment. And it usually comes in the form of helping people with their intuition. I'm the founder of the Intuitive Mastery School, which is run online. I've written a book, The Intuitive Heart Revolution, and it's all about remembering who you are through healing practices, but also remembering to live from a place of intuitive guidance and connection into your higher self at all times, if possible. So I have a background in chiropractic, kinesiology, naturopathy, energy healing, and I usually use a really holistic way of helping people heal. Okay, I use a combination of emotional work. If it's in person, I'll work on the physical body, and I'll even do that remotely at times, and the biochemistry. And we all kind of use that as a foundation of how we are impacted by energy, emotions, beliefs, karmic imprints, experiences that we've had before. So when we use that holistic view of healing, it tends to have a much deeper and more profound impact on the person. So once you can truly hear and trust your own inner voice, you realize that most of life's challenges resolve from the inside out. And the external chaos no longer controls your internal peace. I hope this is really helpful, and I'm looking forward to diving into this course with you. Bear with me, there's a lot here, but if you stick with me, it's going to be a full process. It's going to be a full process from understanding all the way through to creating the new life that you want to lead. Take as long as you need in each section. There is no pressure, and it will be here when you're waiting. So let's dive in.